In this short video, you'll learn how to map your core. If you're just getting started on your social entrepreneurship journey, you might be asking, where should I begin? A helpful place is to think about, what do you do distinctively well? If you're an individual, this could mean focusing on your passions. What gets you so excited to get out of bed in the morning that you can't wait to start working? What skills do you already possess that you could bring to the founding of a social enterprise? How could you combine your passion and skills to address a pressing and urgent problem in the world? If you can find the constellation that combines your passion, your skill, and your problem, you might have the kernel of an exciting social enterprise idea. This can be called your personal core. If you're an organization or a nonprofit that is looking to spin off a social enterprise model, you might want to follow the wisdom of Diana Peacock of the Community Wealth Ventures Fund, who says that earned income ventures are most successful when three critical elements overlap. The first should be your nonprofit's organizational assets. That is, what are the things that your nonprofit owns or has access to, like office space, printing facilities, or other supplies and materials that you could use as you start to found your own social enterprise. You'll also want to take stock of your team's organizational skills. That is, what does your nonprofit do or know, such as how to navigate government regulations, or work in local markets, or master distribution, or understand copyright law? Which of these skills could you build upon so that you're not reinventing the wheel as you start an earned income venture? And finally, she says that you should look for a market opportunity. That is, are you already accessing customers who might be willing and able to pay? Your expertise with serving this population could be a good place to start as you found your own social enterprise. But how exactly do you trace where you're going to be distinctively good at something? A core map is a tool that Bain & Company, the global consulting firm, has developed to help organizations and companies figure out what they do distinctively well. We will spend the next few minutes showing you how you can use a core map to figure out what you personally or as an organization are uniquely equipped to tackle. So a core map is organized along three vectors, representing your product or service, your customers, and your target geography. Note that other vectors or dimensions could also be included in a core map, but this simple version is a way to get started. With each level of remove from your core, your product, customers, and geography become a little less central. That is, you begin to expand into adjacencies or markets that are related but not directly included in your core. Let's look at what a core map might look like for Aravind Eye Care, a social enterprise that was one of Acumen's earliest investments. Aravind began in Madurai, India, so that geography is closest to its core. It then expanded to other parts of India, and finally grew its indirect reach to other parts of the world through its training programs and manufacturing capabilities. For the product vector, Aravind began with the core service of cataract surgeries. Then they expanded into manufacturing lenses and training other medical practitioners. Their core or specialization remains eye surgeries, but as they have gained capacity, they have expanded into other activities. Finally, their social mission has been to serve poor customers who cannot afford eye care. However, to subsidize these patients, wealthier people have also been a core customer for Aravind. Today, these two groups both form their core customers, and now they accept non-Indian customers as well. Thus, Aravind's core remains providing high-quality eye care to the poor in India. This is the expertise they have built upon as they expanded into other adjacencies strategically and incrementally. Note that even though they now have the manufacturing capabilities to produce other types of products, like supplies for cardiac surgeries, they have retained a focus on eye care, and all of their activities remained focused on the treatment of curable blindness. That singular focus on a core social mission, even as they added adjacent activities, has helped them to scale and succeed. So as you look at this diagram, you'll see that their initial core focused just in the city of Madurai, performing cataract surgeries for poor and wealthier Indian customers. But over their many years of history, Aravind has gradually expanded its core so that it now has areas of expertise beyond where it initially started. Now let's look at the core map for one other social enterprise. We'll take Zakitsa, the ambulance company, introduced in Module 1. Zakitsa started with a small fleet of ambulances in Mumbai. From 2005 to 2007, they added 22 ambulances to the fleet. They answered the needs of 43,000 patients, but stuck to this core model, an ambulance service in Mumbai, serving anyone who called their service. After Acumen invested $1.5 million in 2007, they expanded their ambulance fleet in Mumbai and also decided to move into other Indian states. Today, Zakitsa operates across 17 Indian states, but have not expanded outside of India into other countries. In all cases, Zakitsa has retained its core focus on providing ambulance services to customers in India. They have not expanded into other adjacencies like fire truck operations or bus services or clinic operations. Thus, their core remains at the nexus of ambulance services in India for poor and wealthy customers using a cross-subsidization model. This is their core. You'll note that they have not expanded yet into many peripheral or adjacent services, and this has helped them become a strong and sustainable social enterprise. So as you think about what idea you want to found your social enterprise based on, it's important to think about how you can build from your core. Whether you're an organization or an individual, it can be useful to plot out a core map to figure out what you do distinctively well.